Hello, everyone. I think I'm live. Hello. You guys have probably seen me in the short TV show and movie reviews that I post on YouTube. That's me. If you've watched a few of them, maybe I would appreciate if you guys subscribe. That'd be like really, really great. Um, hey, I'm live. I've always wanted to do this, and I think live is becoming more popular these days, so which is like pretty awesome. I'm just getting ready to go out to really just go to the store. I thought we would talk about some of the best TV shows and movies so far this year. And yes, I'm filming in my house, not usually in my bathroom. So this is gonna be fun, and I'm really excited. Um, and yeah, hopefully I'm filming this on the right platform because I have several other platforms that I film. So it's gonna be interesting. I also have a mirror here. So hopefully it doesn't move or anything, but yeah, I'm here. We're here to stay. Okay. I also have a light here. Let's start putting on my makeup, and I'm gonna work my way backwards from the TV shows and movies of earlier this year. I know I said around 12 or 1 o'clock, but I'm here. I'm live. It's 2 o'clock. It took me a long time to set up. Anyways, that's enough talking. Y'all know we have, I have my podcast with my friend PK. It's called We Binged It, and we talk about TV shows and movies on the daily. That's all we talk about. And we are very passionate about it. I'm just putting on this primer. I'm going to do my go-to look today. So this is the Makeup Forever primer. Shine Control. Shine Control. Makeup Forever. And yeah, I also have a mirror here. So if I'm looking this way, it's because I have a mirror here. So let's start off with like the going backwards. So Luther the Falling Sun and also Hijack. Like, I don't know what it is with that man. That is my future husband, Idris Elba. He is just so... I don't know how to explain it. He's just amazing. I love him. Like there's nothing he cannot do. And if you guys know the TV show Luther on Netflix, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever, it's the UK really does know how to make a really good thriller drama, or any actually like any ensemble cast drama, and they're just really good at it. And Idris Elba is really good at it. He plays Luther to a whole nother level, and I love that for him. And I am just in it for the ride. And so the Luther the Falling Sun was a really good movie. It really brought in the past of the show and also the future. And I think they might even be making another movie right after Luther the Falling Sun. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't think that they would actually continue the franchise, but the Luther TV show on Netflix is actually really popular. So I definitely understand why. Well, not popular, more like niche popular, you know, and I definitely understand why people would want to get into that. So I'm just doing my everyday makeup look, guys. So if you guys are wondering, this is kind of what some of the products that I've been loving lately. So I love going in with a matte primer. So Hijack on Apple TV, like Apple TV really doesn't market any of their shows or movies. They just like post it on the app, it looks like. But I know some people in the US really do see a lot of those shows be popping up on their TV screens, on their on the ads or whatever. So I personally never see any of these shows marketed here in Canada, because that's where I'm from. I'm from the Canada. C to the A to the N to the A to the E to the A. That's where I'm from. And so, oh, I also have a makeup bag here. So I'm just like pulling out some of my products. Now I'm just going to go in and just, what's it called? Not conceal, but the other word. Anyways, I feel like I should know these things. I do know these things, but the word is escaping me. So yes, Hijack is really good. I'm one of those people when it comes to TV shows and movies, guys, that I like to really savor my TV and movies. So what does that mean? Well, I really like to go into it and be in a good mood when I'm watching a TV show or movie. I need to be in a mood to watch TV show or movie. But for you guys, I will do the review. There's a lot of stuff I want to watch, but I need to be in the mood to watch it. So Hijack is one of those shows that I really have to be in the mood to watch. but it's really good regardless. And I really do like the fact that it is very much a um yeah, it's really really interesting. It's very good from beginning to end, and I really do like it. Oh, I've been on here for 5 minutes. Whoa, that's crazy. Hopefully again I'm on the right profile. Oh my god, crazy. My sister might be walking in the background if you guys hear. Um, but yeah, hijack is really fun. I really do like it. Again, I need to be in the mood for it. It is really, really bingeable. And but they're I think they're releasing an episode per week, which is like really boring, especially when streaming platforms have really taught us how to binge, and now they want to go back to the original days where they released a TV show um per week, which is like ill boring. We don't need that. Yeah, I'm going with my NARS matte foundation. This is very good. I've been loving this. Really, really loving it. It just makes my makeup last all day. But yeah, anything with Idris Elba is like a game changer. Is amazing. Except for that Charlie TV show that he made on Netflix. I really never really liked that. Never got into it. The interviews that Drake's been having, either with that Bobby girl or with too much, is it something Future Mood? I forgot what the rapper is called. Those interviews are so fascinating because we get to see a side of Drake that we really never ever see. So it's really, really fun. So I've been really loving those interviews with Drake and whoever. Apparently Bobby has dropped and removed the Drake interview on YouTube, and I don't really know why. I think I'm gonna watch a podcast where she talks about it, but hopefully we can know why she did that. But those are really fascinating, interesting because we get to see a side of Drake that I really don't get to see, and maybe because again I don't really follow his social, so those to me like that side of Drake is not really apparent to me unless you follow like socials and Instagram and all of that, and I really don't. Like I like his music, I love his music, but I'm not really into his life like that, to be quite honest. So yeah, those interviews are really good. Now I need to go into blending. I just realized I didn't even bring any of my brushes. So just give me 2 seconds. Be right back. This is like so crazy. Yeah, you guys get to see my background for a couple of seconds, but I do vlog, so just give me a minute. And I'm back. You miss me? I miss myself. This is what happens when you go live, and then that's completely okay. And I'm not gonna find myself for it. Hopefully I'm doing this. Yeah. Hopefully I'm doing this right, basically is what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, yeah, that Drake interview is really good. I have that on my list as one of the, the things to watch. That Drake interview that he's been having with Bobby and other creators. People have been saying that he should have been having with the Black community, but honestly, I don't really know. I don't really know, why people are saying that, and I get that, and he should, but I don't think these type of conversations that Drake is having is more authentic. So I don't know if we're ever gonna get it with any other person, to be quite honest. I know Marco, I think on TikTok, is also another good person to do the interview with, another good interviewer. But we're just gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. Okay, it's gonna have to say. But yes, that interview was really good. And really funny. The next one on my list, Class of '07. Honestly, That show is so good. It's that show on Amazon Prime, where there's a bunch of people on a bunch of people in a desert, not even really a desert island. I think the entire country of Australia just got swollen up by water. But so, and then you have this entire group of girls, and they are just stranded and abandoned by the world because of this life event, and they're stuck in their alma mater, and they're here to stick it out and survive with limited food and resources, and of course crazy other girls who also have different types of personalities, to basically trying to survive because the world has come to an end. And it's really interesting because the girls on the show are actually really, really good actors. And I really, really do appreciate their acting skills in the Class of '07. Class of '07 on Amazon Prime was actually very, very good, very bingeable, very much. Oh, thank you. I don't really love my forehead, but okay. I appreciate the compliment, guys. I appreciate it. But yeah, Class of '07 was very, very good. And yeah, I see you. Oh, I know who you are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways. But yeah, guys, it is like so interesting because Class of '07 was very, very good. Amazon Prime TV. And I really, 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 really like that show because the acting is very good. They showed the expression of depression, the way they acted in terms of their ability to show what depression looks like, feels like, to also show what other emotions, real emotions feel like, anxiety, and what it feels like to be the mean girl. Like all of that was more real and authentic and very relatable. And it was very funny also. It's very funny, very dramatic, but also very serious and talks about very serious issues. And I really appreciated the writer and the girls, the actors, really portraying that in a more realistic and authentic way. And that's why I would say that's probably one of my best TV shows of this year, because that is really, really, it's really, really good. Class of '07, highly recommend. I believe it's an Australian show, but it's on Amazon Prime still. And I think they're coming out with season 2. Thank God. I think so. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's one of those shows that they've canceled, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, so I think my foundation is blended, kind of. Now I'm gonna go in with bronzer. But yeah, that's really good. Obsession. So here's the thing with Obsession. Obsession is a TV show on HBO, and Obsession is one of my best TV shows so far. But the thing is, Obsession in 2023, this season that just passed, that aired this year, I don't really love it. Like, it wasn't that great, to be quite honest. So I like Obsession. I love the characters and the actors who plays Obsession, but Obsession, the TV show, this season wasn't that good. But I did like it. Loved it a lot. Because I loved the girl who plays Shiv. Like her acting is so good. So I will just continue to watch it because her acting is freaking incredible. So that's the reason why I continue to watch Obsession, even though I really didn't think the season was that good, to be quite honest. Like the season, I'm going with bronzer. This is a Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, for anybody who cares. But yeah, I really, really, really like the show Obsession. I think the very first 2 seasons of Obsession was very, very good. The last season, like I said, this season wasn't that great, but the last episode of this season was chef's kiss. Is amazing. It was like the perfect justice to all the characters. Like I would just, I loved it. I loved it so much. Oh, I'm obsessed with you too. Thank you. But yeah, like that show was just that last episode was just amazing. I honestly thought that, yeah, I'm not gonna say it because I think YouTube flags certain words, so I'm not gonna say it. Moving on, but Obsession was good, but the season wasn't okay. The Diplomat. Oh my God, guys, I am obsessed with The Diplomat. If there is one show I will watch over and over and over again, would be The Diplomat. The Diplomat is a show on Netflix, and it is about a woman who turns out to be an ambassador of the UK. No, ambassador of the UK to the US. Yeah, I think. And she doesn't want to really do it because she's more of a career diplomat and a career person, which really means that she really just wants to be on the ground and, well, sorry, she's not a career diplomat. She just really wants to be on the ground and really exercise the rules and the issue, like the rules and things like that of the laws of the US country. So she just wants to be on the ground in the Middle East, taking care of women, enforcing women's rights and things like that. So I really loved The Diplomat. It was so good. The acting was good. The issues were good. Again, I'm a very political person. I like the nitty gritty of issues. So I like political shows. I love law shows. So for me, what am I going in now? I'm actually going to go in now with concealer. I'm just pulling out the concealer. The girl who plays the diplomat is just so good. Her acting was incredible, and she made it look so relatable, and her issues were so good too. In the marriage between her and her other diplomat husband, I don't know what he is, to be quite honest, but actually forgot what he supposed to be, but I think he also wanted to become vice president. So the whole interaction and the tit for tat and their marriage was interesting, and the fact that she wanted to get it on with oh my god, she wanted to get it on with the foreign affairs minister, I believe, of the UK. And is a black man. So hot. He is so hot. And I'm telling you right now, like, I loved, that's one of the shows that I actually took the time to really just watch. I didn't binge that one. I actually took the time to watch it because I'm obsessed with that show. And I would really watch that show from beginning to end. People are actually trying to put on blush before you put on concealer. So I think I actually might just do that. So the blush that I actually have been loving, it's the new blush by Fenty. It is the cream blush, and it is Riri. It's called Riri. It is more of a darker color. If you're into makeup, then you care. But if you don't, just wait for a second. But this is what the color looks like. And yeah, so I'm just going to go in. I'm going to use my hands. But yeah, I love, and they're going with the second season. Like, I'm obsessed. That's probably one of those shows, The Diplomat, that I will rewatch over and over again, most likely, and just put it on in the background, like Gilmore Girls. I'm obsessed with that show. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't hold you. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. Polite Society. So Polite Society is a movie that came out in theaters. It's about a Indian girl. She's, I would say, like early 20s. And no, I would say she's in high school. Yeah, she's in high school. And she wants to become a stunt woman, which I think is pretty cool. It's a very, very non-traditional path. And of course, her parents want to become, lawyer, engineer, doctor, the immigrant pathway. Story of my life. So yeah, it's really good. It kind of mixed a lot of genres. What are those genres? You have action, you have Indian, whatchamacallit? Like Bollywood, the drama. You also are mixing, what else? Action and like Bollywood drama, action, romance. Like, there's so many dramas and tropes inside this movie, and it's very nuanced. And you would be watching Polite Society, the movie, and you'd probably be thinking, what in the world of genre movie am I watching? Because they kind of mix, the writer and the critic kind of mixed a couple of genres together, and I think that's so cool. So anyways, I really, really like that movie. I was very empowered by watching it, and I was like, yes, any girl can be anything that they want to be. They really can. So, the writing was really good. It was kind of funny. The editing was incredible. the editing for Polite Society was so good. I would say one of the best, honestly. So I loved that. I really, really do. So I was actually shocked. And because of the editing, it made the movie more engaging. And that's the reason why I think it's really good. And of course, the fact that they kind of merged and blended a lot of genres together, which was cool. The acting was okay. Like, it wasn't like the most amazing acting I've ever seen in my life, you know what I mean? But the concept was pretty cool, right? As Polite Society. Moving on to Queen Charlotte. So I have like I have kind of like a hot take with Queen Charlotte, just like FYI. So Queen Charlotte, of course, is a spinoff from Bridgerton on Netflix, and I love Bridgerton, and each and every season that they come out, including the love stories. Queen Charlotte kind of goes off of, the younger version of Charlotte and her love story and her upbringing and how she became queen. And it is like the way it is back in the day, which is you have to surround yourself to a man. And I hated that. And as Queen Charlotte, she's intelligent, smart, witty. I mean, super resourceful, patient. I mean, not super patient, let's be honest. Spoiled. But it was really hard to watch the show because she's surrounding her entire being with this man. But it was still good regardless. Even though it was hard to watch. So it took me some time to actually finish the season, but I did and finish it eventually. The writing was really good. The colors and the music was really good. The writing was probably my favorite. I think when it comes to Shondaland TV shows, Shonda Rhimes, probably one of my favorite executive producers or writers ever would have to be Shonda Rhimes. The way she's able to effortlessly introduce diverse characters and beings and topics without making it the focal point of a show is brilliant. And she is literally amongst her. She is light ways in front of light ways of other people, of other writers, and of other producers. But of course, Queen Charlotte, like, a part of it was centered around race. And of course, about the kids and about, if the father dies, the kids have to take over the line, or, I forgot what the other black girl in the show is called, but yeah. And she was pushing for her kids to take over the line instead of having to marry a whole stranger to take care of, to give them wealth. Anyways, so that show was good. I mean, I thought it would be better, to be quite honest, but honestly, it's okay. Moving on to the next show, Young, Famous, and African. Look, if white people can stand around and do nothing, okay, and talk about useless rich things, then black people can do it too. You know what I mean? And that's why I love Young, Famous, and African, or Young, Rich, and Famous. I think you know what I mean. It's a reality TV show on Netflix, and it centers around famous young people in the industry. Well, famous young black people in Africa. And yeah, some are rappers, some are Instagrammers, some are models, some are singers, And, they're basically like, how would I say this? Bling Empire of Africa, if that makes sense. It's good. Like, I binged it in one sitting because I was in the mood to watch something like that. And I binged it because it was really freaking good. And it's giving black excellence. It's giving, everything and more. The drama is just, really, really funny and awesome. And I just like that. So, yeah, it was good. Like, I really like that. I don't know. I'll talk about everything, like my entire opinion of everything at the end. Oh my God. Did I forget to bring? I forgot to bring a sponge. Oh my God. This is what happens when you go live. Like, okay, guys, I'm gonna have to come back and get a sponge. I'm back and I'm here. Don't follow me, guys. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm gonna go in with like this like triangle sponge, and I'm gonna go in with the Sephora matte powder, probably one of my favorite, and that's the shade. I think it's like 44Y. What were we talking about? Young, Rich, and Famous. That was it was a good reality show. The ultimatum crayon love. This is what I don't understand. When people go on reality TV, and there's a reality TV show that me and my sister and I are watching right now, which I'll leave a review soon. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. That we are obsessed with. Like I am obsessed with this show. But I don't know what it is with people. People have seemed to forget that they're on TV. And I don't know what to even say to that, but to say that people seem to forget that, look, when you act crazy, we see it. And Queer Love is like one of those things where it's like, okay, they clearly told us one thing, and then in reality it's like a totally different thing. Queer Love was actually like drama to its finest. It was so freaking hilarious, really was. And I'm like, bro, y'all know your name's gonna be here on the internet forever, because there are couples who clearly didn't like each other, but they're here for God knows what reason. There are people who literally need therapy, but you're on here for what? Like, how are you gonna be in a relationship where you haven't healed? You don't know how to be in a relationship. You don't know how to communicate. How are you gonna be in a relationship? So crazy. And then you have people who are like, okay, I actually don't want to date anybody else. I just want you. So I don't know why I'm here. Then you should have left. You should have left the game. You should have left the game. So yeah, it's just like, it was just a good drama. It was a good, very bingeable. The reunion was insane. And yeah, I really liked it. Same thing with like Real Housewives of New Jersey. That stuff was, how you not gonna invite your own brother's wife's family to your own wedding? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh, I forgot my phone. My sponge fell to the ground. And I'm back. So guys, we're going in with powder. I've been loving, it's expensive powder, but it's Givenchy and it's blurring and it's very good. So I'm sorry. This is the Givenchy powder in the shade Prisme Libre. I think this is Poppy Line. I need my glasses. I can't see anything. Pop Line Mimosa. That's what I'm going into. Yeah. So that's that from when it comes to that show. What other shows that I love? Oh, The Outlaw is the comedy movie on Netflix. It took me by surprise. Like, I had no idea that movie would make me laugh, to be quite honest. I'm usually not a fan of Adam Devine. But guys, that show made me, that movie, like literally my abs were hurting at the end. Make it make sense. And I'm here coughing out a lung. And I'm like, what am I laughing at? Why is it so funny? It just is. Like, it's just so freaking funny. And I really, really like it. I do. I really, 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 really like it. But yeah, that was like probably the funniest movie so far. But yeah, that movie took me by surprise. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But I would recommend it to people if people are looking for a funny movie, which is The Outlaws, okay? To watch, because surprisingly it's really funny. Horror of Dolores Roach. So this movie also took me by surprise. I saw this show. I think the show is on Amazon Prime. I don't know if it's available for us in Canada. I'm pretty sure. And it's very good. In fact, I would even say that it is one of the best acting I've seen so far this year. And you guys are probably wondering, really? Yeah. Other than Succession. Because other than Succession and what else? Oh, I talked about the Ron show. Obsession is that crazy show on Netflix. Okay, hold on. Succession is the one that I like, but the season isn't that great. But you guys know, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I shouldn't repeat myself, right? Obsession is actually, I'm going with Makeup Forever powder. Obsession is this crazy show on Netflix where the father sleeps with his son's girlfriend, and they like each other like a lot. But I think it's just sexually, and I think the girl is obsessed with sex. I don't know what it is, but she has a problem. And it's just an insane scenario where, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say the end. Maybe you guys haven't watched it, but it's really good. Like, the drama is really good. Like, you will be hooked. Like, if there's any drama show to watch, Obsession on Netflix, really freaking good. Go watch. But it's very sexual in nature, so if you're not into sexual content, you probably won't even like it. So yeah, that's Obsession. But Horror of Dolores Roach did surprise me. The acting from the actor, which I've been following her career. Horror of Dolores Roach. It's a comedy series. They say it's a comedy series on Google. I don't really know why they said that, but okay. It's more of a drama horror thriller. Okay. 70% of Rotten Tomatoes, as it should, because it's damn good acting, coming from my girl, Justine Macchiato. She's the star of One Day at a Time, that sitcom, that Latin sitcom on Amazon. One Day at a Time. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. That sitcom is very good too. If you're looking for like a sitcom, funny, family oriented, blah 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 blah, type of thing. You guys would really like that. I'm going with Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Yeah. So with that being said, that one is really good, and it's also very bingeable. If you're looking for a show to binge, highly recommend that. I was surprised by her acting, but I shouldn't be, because she's an amazing actor, to be quite honest. And whatever she does, she kills. And so she ends up being a serial killer, a serial killer who happens to be a masseuse and just escaped from prison. Like, literally, she's amazing. So you're probably like, oh my god, that sounds interesting. Go watch. It's really good. Next, I think that's it. Here's the thing, though, with the movies and TV shows that I've watched so far, it hasn't been amazing. It hasn't been like super amazing, like that. I would rate it. I don't know, except for, no, there's no show so far this year that has been amazing. Hasn't. Going back and trying to circulate bronzer. So, but these are the best that I've seen so far. The ones I just told you. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm still looking for that. I mean, I don't know. Like, out of these shows, oh, The Diplomat. Okay, I would say that The Diplomat is my favorite. Is my favorite so far. Like, I freaking love that show, and I love, like, they casted that show so well. The Netflix show, The Diplomat, so well. I would say that out of all the ones I just mentioned, The Diplomat, I'm obsessed, because I'm more of like a political. Like, I'm that girly who watches like legal shows or watches political shows. Like, one of my very first bingeable shows that I was obsessed with on Netflix was House of Cards, and I loved that. So I still love it till this day. The last few seasons were, the first few seasons were bomb, were really good. Of course, they had to, like, you know, shuffle it around, because I think Kevin Spade's, like, his allegations and things like that. But it was really good. So, like, I'm more of that girly, so that's why I love The Diplomat. And I personally want to be a diplomat in real life, because I do have a political background. FYI. So, going in with my final, I do powder a lot, because I do like to do like a final powdery look. Going in with a Sephora brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to brush my entire face. an FB1 Sephora, FB1 Sephora. We're going in with a Fenty 370. I kind of have like different shades of this powder because I love the Fenty all over powder to go over my face. And I just brush it. And I just go all over like this. All over my face. To brush off any powder. That's what I like to do. And yeah, so there's a lot of movies. It's weird because the strike is still going on for actors in movies, actors in TV shows and movies, not for reality TV. So we'll be seeing a lot more reality TV. But they're still releasing shows like crazy, but I am seeing streaming platforms focusing on more good content that will be released more slowly than it usually, gets released. So we're looking at 1 episode per week. Like, for instance, Summer I Turned Pretty, that should have just been dropped. Like, the entire season should have just been dropped as an entire season instead of just, like, the 1 episode every single week. Because each episode is not worthy of its own, of itself being on its own. Like, I'm just saying. Like, it isn't. But, they should have dropped, like, 2-3 episodes at once, maybe. Because 2-3 episodes together are quite good, but on its own, no. So I'm gonna go on TikTok now, and I'm gonna finish my lip on TikTok. If you guys should follow me on TikTok for actual only makeup content, I do introduce my life and stuff in there as well. So that's Studying with MJ on TikTok. So that's what I do. I'm just saying. And yeah, I think I'm done here. I want to do more lives more often. If you're wondering, should I go more live more? Let me know. I will be going live more often. I'm just telling you guys now. I wanted to do it monthly, but I think I may just do it quarterly, or I may just do it whenever. I'll let you guys know. But I think that's the final look. Okay, my hair's not done yet, but I'm gonna finish it off on TikTok. And I'll see you guys when I see you. I think everything is good, yeah? Bye! Don't forget to subscribe and like.